Women don't test weak men. They test men who might have strength, because they want to see if it's real. You've experienced it before. She cancels plans last minute. She gives you attitude for no reason. She flirts with another guy right in front of you. That moment isn't about her. It's about you. Every single man gets tested. It doesn't matter if you just met her, if she's your girlfriend, or even your wife. All women test. The only question is, do you pass or do you fail? Most men panic. They get defensive. They chase. They explain. They beg. And in that moment, they fail. Because here's the truth. Her test isn't about what she says or does. It's about how you react. Women test men for one reason: survival. It's instinct. They're wired to separate the boys from the men. And here's what most men don't understand. She's not sitting there plotting, thinking, let me test him today. She does it naturally, unconsciously. It's built into her biology. It's not personal. A test is her way of asking silently, can I trust this man with my emotions, my future, my safety? If you crumble under a little pressure, she knows you'll crumble when life gets hard. And if you keep failing, there are consequences. She will keep doing more of what you don't like. She will test you more. And each time you fail her test, she will resent you and lose respect for you. She won't trust your decisions, and she will lose trust in you. Women become more rude toward their man. Look around. You see it everywhere, where women don't respect their partner. They raise their voice at their man and make every decision. That's how relationships die. That's why calm men always stand out, because calmness is strength. Here's how men fail the test. You raise your voice. When you get loud or aggressive, it doesn't make you look strong. It shows you've lost control. A man who has to shout is already weak. You argue back. Arguing is nothing more than fighting for approval. You're trying to convince her you're right, when a strong man doesn't need to prove anything. You chase her validation. You start asking questions like, are you mad at me? Or, what did I do wrong? The moment you seek reassurance, you've already handed her the power. You try to explain yourself endlessly. You think if you just talk enough, she'll finally understand. But over-explaining is desperation. The more words you use, the more she feels your weakness. Every one of these reactions screams the same thing. I need your approval more than I need my self-respect. Every time you react emotionally, she sees you as weaker. Not because she hates you, but because you showed her you can't control yourself. And if you can't control yourself, how can you control anything else in life? Here's how you pass the test. You don't bite the bait. When she tries to push your buttons, you don't fall for it. You don't react to every little thing she does. You see the test for what it is, and you rise above it. You don't argue. You don't get dragged into pointless debates. Instead, you let your silence and presence do the talking. A man who refuses to argue shows he doesn't need to prove himself. You don't justify. You don't explain every little action, hoping she'll understand. You know who you are and you don't need to defend it. Confidence doesn't explain. It just is. You stay calm. No matter what she says, no matter how she acts, you remain composed. That calmness shows discipline. It shows strength. And it shows her that nothing she does can shake your foundation. That calmness speaks louder than anything you could say. Because when you're calm, you show her. You are not dependent on her reaction. You are not shaken by her moods. You are in control of yourself. And that is rare. Relationships are about frame. Either she pulls you into her world, or you keep her in yours. Her test is designed to pull you out of frame, to see if you'll break. But when you hold your ground, When you keep your calm, you show her that you control the frame, and whoever controls the frame controls the outcome. The strongest men don't need to shout. They don't need to prove themselves. Their presence does the talking. That's why calm men win. Because calmness signals mastery. It signals discipline. It signals, I am in control of myself, and nothing you do can shake me. So the next time she tests you, don't fold, don't explain, don't chase, don't defend, just breathe. Stay calm, because when you stay calm, you separate yourself from every other man she's ever tested. You show her you're not just another boy seeking approval. You're a man who doesn't break. That's why women test men, not to hurt you, not to break you, but to see if you're truly who you say you are. If this hit you, stick around. We drop videos like this every week to keep you sharp. Hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, my friend.